Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. With a little more than 6 months to go before the presidential election, new polling shows a very tight race in 3 battleground states: Pennsylvania, here in Wisconsin, and Michigan. The first CBS News Battleground Tracker poll of 2024 found all 3 of those states are in a statistical tie between President Biden and former President Trump. CBS's Director of Elections and Surveys explains a worrisome trend in recent polls.
I just asked people to start the campaign, how do these candidates make you feel? And the top answer for each of them was worried.
In all 3 of those states, 80% of voters say the economy is a major factor in their vote, and more than 60% in those states say the economy was good during the Trump administration. Back in 2020, when asked the same question, only about a third of voters answered that way.
Well, good Monday afternoon to all of you. Boy, it's been a touch and go high temperature trend in terms of above average last Tuesday and then below average on Wednesday, above average Thursday, below average Friday. You kind of get the idea here. 71 was above average on Saturday, and then yesterday with the clouds and rain, 58, which was below average. So fairly even for the month, 12 days below average, 15 above, and 1 was right at average. Lots of clouds remaining this afternoon, although most of the rain has moved out, but I can't fully rule out some sprinkles or an isolated shower in spots. Scattered storms back in the picture tomorrow evening and night, and keep that rain gear handy. Periodic rain chances in the forecast through the week. Now this afternoon you can see most of the rain has lifted to the north and east, but still some wraparound clouds. And again, I can't fully rule out some sprinkles or a brief shower in spots. Current temperatures in the 40s to the west, 50s for most of us, and then 60s off to the south and east. We'll see highs in La Crosse. Well, we've probably already reached around 60 degrees, gradually falling temperatures through the afternoon, a bit breezy as well. I will talk more about those periodic rain chances with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we will see you then. Thank you. Florida's 6-week abortion ban is set to take effect this week on Wednesday. That new law overrides the state's current 15-week ban. This will likely affect thousands of women in and out of state seeking abortion care. According to the state health agency, so far this year, more than 1,300 people have traveled to Florida to get an abortion. There's still the possibility the restriction could change come November. An amendment to protect the right to an abortion up to the point of viability is on the 2024 ballot. This evening, the House returns to session following a week-long recess, with House Speaker Mike Johnson possibly facing an ouster over the chamber's move to pass billions of dollars in aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is among a group of infuriated lawmakers by his move to pass a major foreign aid package over their objections. Johnson's decision to move the aid package won significant praise on both sides of the aisle, but a number of conservatives oppose the legislation and sending further aid to Ukraine in particular. After the foreign aid passed, Greene said Johnson betrayed Republican voters and doubled down on her threats to unseat him. For a second time, former Trump advisor Peter Navarro's request to get out of jail has been denied. Today, the Supreme Court denied Navarro's request to avoid further prison time over his contempt of Congress conviction. This comes after his emergency request in March to remain free while challenging his conviction was also denied. Navarro submitted a long-shot bid to Justice Neil Gorsuch after the initial denial, but the court rejected that request as well during its private conference without comment. And Gaza-related protests continue on college campuses in spite of repeated efforts to shut them down. In Los Angeles yesterday, Palestinian supporters clashed with pro-Israeli activists at UCLA. Demonstrators on at least 22 U.S. campuses have now been arrested. Elise Preston has those details.
Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. The first CBS News Battleground Tracker poll of 2024 found all 3 are in a statistical tie between President Biden and former President Trump.
I just asked people to start the campaign, how do these candidates make you feel? And the top answer for each of them was worried.
Both men have been visiting the 3 states, which Biden won in 2020, to share their views on the economy.
We know the best way to build an economy is from the middle out and the bottom up.
We will quickly rebuild the greatest economy in the history of the world.
In all 3 states, 80% of voters say the economy is a major factor in their vote, and Trump has an early edge. In Pennsylvania, only 21% of registered voters said they think they would be financially better off if Biden is reelected, compared to 47% if Trump returns to office. And more than 60% in those states say the economy was good during the Trump administration. Back in 2020, when asked the same question, only about a third of voters answered that way. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Coming up, new rules from the USDA aim to crack down on salmonella in your chicken, but the poultry industry warning those regulations could ruffle some feathers and cost jobs. We'll break that down for you after the break.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
When you're injured in an accident, one mistake could cost you a lot of money.
Nobody knows bikers and the law like Hupy and Abraham.
They know how to get you all the money that you deserve.
It costs nothing for you to contact Hupy and Abraham, and they will never take a fee unless they win your case.
They got me way more than I thought I would get. Hupy and Abraham mean business.
Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea Magnum.
When I eat cereal, I think of, this box is halfway gone. Next time I should get one. And then I just know to write it on the list when I make the list. But you pour the box of cereal, don't even pay attention even how much is in there or when you'll need another one. You don't think of that.
You have helped me realize, like, the male brain. Like mouthwash, I'll pour the last drop out, and I'm like, I think I'm out of mouthwash. Like, do we have any more? And you're like, I don't know.
As you're picking it up and you feel, wow.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get 10% off area rug sale prices. Choose from many different shapes, sizes, and patterns with area rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 10% off area rugs going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
Welcome back. A down to the deadline deal with auto workers may avoid another strike. The United Auto Workers reached a last-minute agreement with Daimler Truck to avoid a strike of thousands of workers. The tentative 4-year deal covers 7,000 workers in North Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee who manufacture trucks and buses. UAW's president says the new contract includes 25% pay increases over the next 4 years and profit sharing. Union members still have to vote to approve the deal. The USDA is setting new limits for salmonella in poultry. When the regulation takes effect next year, salmonella will be considered an adulterant in products like frozen breaded chicken and stuffed raw chicken. If salmonella exceeds certain levels, the chicken products won't be allowed to be sold. Trade groups say it will have limited impact on public health and could cost jobs. And a Philadelphia-based bank is the first FDIC-insured bank to fail in 2024. Republic First Bank had its assets seized Friday night, with Fulton Bank taking over its business immediately. The failure could cost the Federal Deposit Insurance Fund some $667 million. Federal safety regulators, meanwhile, are investigating Ford's hands-free driver assistance system. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is looking into Blue Cruise after 2 fatal crashes involving stationary vehicles. Specifically, they're looking at the systems on the 2021 to 2024 Ford Mustang Mach-E models. Blue Cruise is only available on certain roads and uses a camera-based monitoring system to determine driver attentiveness. The NHTSA investigation comes just days after federal safety regulators announced it closed its investigation into Tesla's autopilot system. That wraps up your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
Do you suffer from burning pain, coldness, numbness, tingling in your hands, legs, or feet, and worst of all, balance problems? Have you been told you have peripheral neuropathy? Stop what you are doing, because there is help in a healthy way. We see physicians across the country throw a drug cocktail approach at this condition, getting minimal, if any, relief, while neuropathy progresses toward being confined to walkers and wheelchairs due to amputations and disabilities. Drugs like gabapentin, Lyrica, Cymbalta, or opioids are designed to hide neuropathy but not fix it, and often come with dangerous side effects. Finally, there's a proven path to recovery that thousands of patients just like you have experienced. Our breakthrough, non-invasive neuropathy treatment is supported by FDA-cleared technologies based on published clinical evidence, creating a 99% satisfaction rating. More exciting, our patients enjoy our home therapy to conveniently accelerate healing. If you want your health freedom back, don't choose to suffer any longer. Call now. Spots are limited to the first 20 callers. Call today so we can help in a healthy way.
In the aftermath of an accident, you think it needs to be big and bad to call an attorney. What you don't realize is that perhaps it is big and bad, and you just can't see it or can't see it yet. But as time passes and it becomes clear that you are going to live with your injuries for the rest of your life, you realize, oh, it was bad. Calling Schwabel, Getz & Sieben right away was the best thing I ever did.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
We know there's many places you could go for local news, weather, and sports, but we're humbled and honored that you made News 8 Now your #1 choice. You expect more, and so do we. Thanks for watching. If Emerson School closes, what happens to Crowley Park? If it's no longer needed for recess, will the city sell it off? Tonight on News 8 at 6, we'll hear from city officials and those directly affected by the possible sale of Crowley Park. Tonight at 6.
In your medical news, a blood test could detect knee osteoarthritis years before it shows up on x-rays. A study from Duke University finds blood tests pick up knee osteoarthritis at least 8 years before it appears on x-rays. The blood test identifies key biomarkers of the disease long before it causes structural damage to the joint. Osteoarthritis is the most common form of arthritis, affecting about 35 million Americans. New research out of Canada finds those with opioid use disorder were over 15% less likely to receive palliative care compared to other patients. The study also finds they die at younger ages of causes other than drug use. Researchers say as the population of those with opioid use disorder ages, more of them will need palliative care. More than 8,000 pounds of frozen meat pizza have been recalled because of undeclared allergens. Take a look at your screen. You'll see which one it is. The product in question is the 802 VT frozen meat crispy wood-fired crust handmade pizza with a best if used by date of April 25th of this year. The Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Services say the frozen pizza contains soy, which is not listed on the product label. The pizzas were sold in Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Fortunately, so far, there have been no reports of illness related to the mislabeled pizzas. Those were some of today's top health headlines as we head outside now for a live look from CityCam 8. Bill is up next. He'll tell us when we might see the sun again.
Is your gravel or dirt driveway migrating into your yard? Then it's time to call North Central Paving. Specializing in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installations, North Central Paving can handle all your asphalt needs. Call 608-781-4423 today to get your free estimate.
It's time for more fun moments at Fanati's.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Hi. Come on in. Take a look around.
Fanati's has so many treats, it'll make you feel like a kid in a candy store.
Look at all the candy, kids.
Or a mom.
And I'll take this.
Or a grandma. You guys got some awesome treats today. Hope you had a lot of fun. Brought to you locally by Finati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V, value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Download the News 8000 app today.
Hey, welcome back and a good Monday afternoon to you. Let's start with the allergy report. Medium symptoms across the board today, a little bit higher symptoms tomorrow thanks to warmer temperatures and a dry Tuesday expected as well. So we'll get back into some sunshine. Mowing forecast, just a few spotty sprinkles left over this afternoon. Temperatures in the 50s for most. We probably already reached our high near 60 degrees. Warmer tomorrow, 74, dry during the day. That rain chance not until tomorrow evening, and then a small chance for a thundershower on Wednesday with a high of 72 degrees. Rainfall report since Friday. As advertised, pretty good soaking for the region, anywhere from ½ inch to 1.5 inches in most spots. Some isolated reports upwards of 2 inches, but here are some specific reports, and these were through early this morning, so you might be able to add about 1/10 of an inch to some of these. 1.25 inches in Black River Falls, 1.21 here in La Crosse, just under 1 inch in Decorah and Rochester, almost 9/10 in Prairie du Chien, and approaching ½ inch in the Winona area. So mostly dry now, albeit cloudy, and these clouds are going to remain rather stubborn today. 58 the high so far, 46 the low. Averages are 66 and 44, 93 and 26 are the records, and just under 1/10 of an inch of rain has fallen since midnight. 57 degrees at the airport, 58 downtown. Winds are starting to pick up from the southwest, 15 gusting to 24 miles per hour. 54 degrees with clouds for you folks in Eau Claire. Winds out of the south close to 10. So some slightly cooler air starting to kind of wrap around this low behind a cold front. So that's why we've probably already hit our highs in La Crosse and points west. Still some 60s to the south and east. The rest of us in the 50s primarily. And those winds are ramping up from the southwest, 10 to 20, gusting 25, even close to 30 miles per hour in parts of southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa. So that low is kind of spinning up towards the Twin Cities, and it's still going to wrap clouds around it into the area, but most of the persistent showers have lifted off to the north and east. But again, a few spotty sprinkles not completely out of the question this afternoon. Then this frontal boundary to the west, that's what I'm focused for tomorrow evening, with a line of showers and thunderstorms moving in from the west. So Sky Tracker shows plenty of clouds in play this afternoon, maybe some sprinkles. Partial clearing tonight, especially in La Crosse and points southward. Tomorrow, dry with lots of sunshine and warmer. But look at that line of storms tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night, approaching from the west. They should be in a weakening state as they move into the La Crosse area and much of Wisconsin after about 9 or 10 o'clock, and then those move out and we get into mainly dry conditions for Wednesday. Outside chance for a strong to isolated severe storm over parts of southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa tomorrow evening from about 6 to 10 p.m. with the main threats, I should say, being gusty winds and some hail. We'll keep an eye on that for you. But again, those storms should be a weakening trend as they cross the river into Wisconsin. So breezy this afternoon, plenty of clouds, maybe some sprinkles. Temperatures in the 50s for most. 43 tonight, seasonably cool. Tomorrow, warmer, dry during the day. That chance of storms tomorrow evening, 74. Just a small chance for a storm on Wednesday, 72. Better chance of rain again on Thursday, highs near 70. And then kind of bouncing around between the mid to upper 60s to around 70 through the weekend with a small chance of rain on Saturday and some slight chances next Monday and Tuesday as well. So the takeaway from this 8-day forecast, keep that rain gear handy and fairly decent temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Alexandra?
Yeah, I guess the April showers aren't going away yet. Thank you, Bill. Well, would you like fries with that? How about a robot server? A California seafood restaurant has a new automated employee that's become a customer favorite. We'll introduce you to Rosie after the break.
Chart your career with a welding position at Chart Industries. Do you have a year or more of welding experience? Starting wages up to $35 per hour. We have the job for you. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
a fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
When you need new paving or need repairs to cracked or damaged pavement, call Patriot Paving. Asphalt and concrete take a beating in Wisconsin weather. Patriot Paving uses the best materials and appropriate thickness to hold up. For driveways, parking lots, and cart paths, our team gets the job done right. Call Patriot Paving for new paving, asphalt repairs, seal coating, crack filling, or chip and seal. We work quickly and efficiently. Call Patriot Paving today for an asphalt assessment and quote for your property.
Chart your career with a welding position at Chart Industries. Do you have a year or more of welding experience? Starting wages up to $35 per hour. We have the job for you. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new employee at a California restaurant is proving popular with patrons, even though she lacks a human touch. CBS's Ite Hode has more on the bionic beauty, serving up smiles.
At the Cajun Kraken Seafood Restaurant just east of San Francisco, something's cooking, and not just in the kitchen.
We walked in and we saw it moving around. It was very exciting to see.
I am leaving for delivery.
Meet Rosie the robot. She's been working here for the last 2 months now, and she's already a favorite among customers.
Rosie's cute. I like Rosie.
Very futuristic.
That's kind of crazy.
Waitress Michelle Magno says from the moment Rosie was powered up,
I am leaving for delivery.
not only has the service gotten better, so have the tips.
People are excited to see her. A lot of my customers call her by Rosie now.
Rosie delivers food, picks up dirty dishes, and runs promotions on her screen. She can't actually take orders, at least not yet.
I am Rosie.
The best part, she's never sick, she's always on time, and for the most part, doesn't have an attitude.
The meal you ordered has arrived.
Officially called Lucky, she got her nickname Rosie because she reminded customers of another futuristic robot.
Rosie, you are worth your weight in leftovers.
Thank you.
Seen as a solution to the industry's labor shortage, server robots are becoming increasingly popular. with tens of thousands gliding through restaurants across the nation.
I am Rosie.
And although they can do a lot, there's at least one thing they can't do.
A lot of people still need like that human interaction.
Welcome to our restaurant.
And while it may be hard for some people to digest, Rosie the robot is here to stay. Just don't push her buttons.
Now leave me alone. I have work to do.
Itai Had, CBS News, Concord, California.
Hi, I'm
I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of those. Stay with us. We have one more check of your forecast when we come back.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Life happens. When people hit bumps in the road, Family and Children's Center is here to help. FCC offers mental health support with 20 different programs, support for hurts, heartaches, and hardships. Because life happens, contact FCC Outpatient Therapy at fcconline.org.
Bygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Again, just some spotty sprinkles left over this afternoon, mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 50s for most. Warmer and dry tomorrow, 74. Another round of storms tomorrow evening and night. Just a small chance for a storm Wednesday. Good chance of rain again on Thursday.
All right, Bill, thank you, and thank you for joining us. We will see you back here tonight. Until then, have a great day.